Okay, for our Tech 10 this evening, we're going to have Al, NI2U, give a recap of the field day that we had about 2 weeks or so ago. And here you go, Al.
All right, thanks, Mike. And the first up, we have a video that runs under 4 minutes. So we're going to like to show that, and I'd like to show it first.
Okay.
We've been scrambling because my old computer doesn't have a proper software on it.
Get it out of up there where all the okay, double. Create one big giant pit. Fire in the hole!
Has a complete set of filters because the choice of the operator. So included in
Oh, I'm sorry. You will be pretty.
Whiskey 6 Delta Oscar Juliet. This is Whiskey 6 Echo Kilo. We are 4 Alpha Sierra Victor. 4 Alpha Sierra Victor. QSL?
So for that many miles, I mean, you put.
It's early.
CQ, CQ, CQ. Whiskey 6 Echo Kilo.
We copy 1 Bravo. May I have your section?
Whiskey 6 Echo Kilo. Whiskey 6 Echo Kilo.
The best shore-based chow hall is like one that.
Green, it was code, and if it was blue, it was digital, and no one's doing blue at
Alpha. Kilo 6 Uniform Delta Alpha.
CQ Field Day, Kilo 6 Uniform Delta Alpha.
4 Alpha,
Sierra Victor.
Sierra Victor. That's correct.
It's like a
Bob
different pair
likes
of
this
shoes.
key. I like mine. I do. It would be like 10 watts. Now when you click it into high, then you're full.
Yeah, excuse me. US.
US, okay.
20 meter band. I mean, that's what we did in Hawaii. Right. Here, what we have.
Now, don't think. Is that frozen water US?
So what do we got here?
Those are some expired
Pretzels?
pretzels.
What were you having done?
Roger that. We are 4 Alpha Sierra Victor.
Thank you, Biz, too, shouldn't I?
Who's?
This
On the tree. 15. Watch your fingers. Just like that. Good team.
Let's switch computers again. And I think Mike did an awful lot of video work. Yes. While you're up there. Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
And most of it's on the floor.
And the video is on the front of the website if you want to look at it when you get home. I've been there for 4 weeks.
Yep, on the Facebook group too.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't bring the mouse this time. But anyway, too many computers. Let's see where it is.
Right away.
There we go. Here's the summary. We have a total score of 1,046 points. That includes the multipliers for CW, digital, and voice. And we had 20 contacts made on GOTA, and we issued 5 GOTA pins. I know the 2 boys in the back have them, but also we located 2 more of them. I think, what is it, Alex and Jacob? And I believe there was one guy from Utah that actually met the criteria. I'm missing 1 pin, so I'm going to vote that he got it. Anyway, so our claim score just for the points would be somewhere around 2,092. I sorted out the contacts for the past 3 years, which are kind of interesting. Our biggest score was made in 2016, even though the contacts were very minimal. They weren't that minimal if you look. I mean, for 5 watts and battery, which Bob was explaining, there was one guy that, what was it he said? I don't believe anybody's dumb enough to run QRP with battery under these conditions, but we got a score of very close to 5,000 if I remember. It's not just under. Then the contacts across the board. What was interesting, this is the first year CW contacts have outstripped the phone contacts. Not by much, but we had CW going pretty good this year. As far as the budget goes, I'd like to get any more inputs. I know we bought a bunch of water, and somebody bought gas and oil and stuff. Get that into me so I can tally it up. We'll have a record of it. So we'll know how to plan this thing for next year. So as it stands right now, we're $500 under budget. And we did buy eight filters. There was one guy that was high-fiving me as far as the filters, because he was sitting there running 20-meter phone and 40-meter CW and 80-meter CW and a bunch of other stuff weren't bothering him. The first year that happened. So he was just elated. That was N6 MED. He couldn't be any happier. EMS. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I have to think about that. I always try to mix it up. Thank you. The other thing that happened, let's see. I guess that's enough. And Dennis has been helping out, believe it or not. Jim brings the server to my house. I take a file off it. I sent the file to Dennis in Louisiana. He does this thing and it comes back to me in Excel. And Dennis set up all the computers too, which was it's a big deal to try to get all that thing. And also thanks to Brian and Jim for setting it up on FieldKit and keeping it going. Let's see, yeah, that's about it on this chart. I didn't want to give any EMS a plug. Okay, Orion.
Yes.
You want to give a little rundown on this?
Sure. Yeah. So, if you're not familiar with Field Day, they have QSO points, and then they have bonus points. And all of these points are set up to incentivize us to do certain things. We put together a little chart. We kind of figured, hey, we're going to target and get about 1,500 points. Is what we thought we would do.
Move up front. Move up front.
Front of the...
Oh, I have to stand in front of the camera. I'm camera shy. Okay, I'll stand up here. So we targeted 1,500 points, and so far we're pretty darn close, about 1,660. And just so you get an idea of what we get for points, just by running on emergency power, we get 400 points. and that's $100 points for each station. We make it a public location, we get another 100 points. We have an information table, we get another 100 points. We originate and make a message, make a contact with our section manager, which Al had done.
Well, we send it to the National Traffic System.
Right, so we get another 100 points for that. This year is the first year, as I can recall, that we actually handled the message to the National Traffic System, so that's another 10 points. If we can confirm a satellite QSO, Bruce is going to work on it, but we haven't been able to get over Bruce. We could find another 100 points there. How many of you saw Bruce's satellite or solar panels with his battery? He had a pretty cool system there. He was fully battery powered, and all you have to do is make 5 QSOs on battery power, and you get another 100 points. I copied the bulletin from ARR National using RIDI and PSK 31. Then if we have an educational activity, which was put on by Mike and Bob, and they put together the prepper or the emergency preparedness station there. So that earned us another 100 points. I sent an invitation to Supervisor Montgomery, and she didn't come. But we did get Sheriff's Deputy Isaiah, and I cannot pronounce his last name, so we'll just call him Isaiah T. Trobanoff. So he showed up. I don't know if you saw the sheriff's vehicle there, but that's why he was there. We didn't get any bonus points for GOTA this year. We're going to submit by the web, and we had, what did we say, nine youth participate this time. All they have to do is make 1 QSO, and that's 10 points each. Or, no.
We had
More than 10. It was 10 points each, so we maxed out at 100 points. Social media, we had stuff on Facebook and Twitter, and we had a safety officer make sure the place is good and safe. So that's our bonus point wrap up. We could get as much as 1660 if we can confirm that satellite. If not, we're going to hit our target. So add that bonus, let's say 1,500 to the other 1,000. So our total score is just over 2,000 points this year.
It's over 3,000.
Sorry, 3,000. I'm an estimator. I just
We're working at it. Okay. All right, in summary, I believe we all had a good time. We added a feature this year, which was supper on Friday night, thanks to Jim. Thank you. And we had our potluck on Saturday, which is fairly usual. And there's a note on the filters. I couldn't believe how happy he was. And the 100 watts does make contacts easier, but we can make a lot of points with 5 watts of battery. And right now, you see where we are with the bonus points. And what we had to do is work on getting the 100 watt stations to run on like 40 simultaneously with CW. And actually, we did do some of that this year because we have 40 CW going with Earl. We had Bob on 40 meters with his GOTA. And I think there was one more. Yeah, there's the 2. So we had, it does seem to work. There was some separation, but that was it. So that's the end of the Tech 10 tonight. And we'll look forward to next year.
Great job.
Al, did we win? No, that wasn't the object. The object was to get out there and...
Did we all have fun?
Yeah.
Yes, we won. All right. So yeah, thanks a lot, Al. Appreciate that. Thanks to everybody else who participated. Jim and Mike and Brian, all you folks, Bob. Anyway, I shouldn't start naming names because I'm going to forget some of you. But anyway, thank you everybody for working and making this a very successful field day.